thanks for coming out. And I'd like to start the press conference out with the good news. We're pleased to announce that Drake, the 5-year-old victim, has been found. Currently, he is speaking with his mom. They're being reunited, and they've had a chance to talk via cell phone, and we're reuniting them right now. So that's the good part of the story, that we have found the car, we have found the child, and we're canceling the Amber Alert. And before I get to the facts of the case, let me just, first of all, thank everyone. In fact, thank all of you who worked so quickly to get the information out, because it was an alert citizen who had heard about the news about the vehicle that called, and we were able to recover the car and the child. So thanks to you, thanks to the people from the state police to help us out with the Amber Alert. All the neighboring police departments who really jumped in right away to help us search the area. All of those police departments, all of our volunteers were immediately mobilized. Our Citizens Patrol, our search people came out and immediately started the canvass. I guess the important thing to learn is that these systems work. And through everybody working together, the departments, the media, the state police, we were able to get the information out quickly, and then we're able to get a citizen to call in and help us find the child. So that's the most important thing, that the child is safe, is with mom, and let me give you the facts of the story. It was about 12:18 today. Drake's mom pulled into their driveway, parked the vehicle, and their house was at 1736 Good here in Park Ridge. Drake was in the back seat, in the child safety seat. She was unloading some packages in and out of the house. The car was running. As she came back from one of the deliveries, she noticed a subject by the car, and then got into the car, drove the car, and proceeded southbound on Good. The subject is described as a black male subject, about 5'8", medium build, about 18 to 22 years, short afro, and had a blue jacket on, similar to what you'd see an athletic jacket. An alert neighbor did notice the commotion and was able to provide us with some additional information about where the building was, where the offender and the vehicle was going. At that time, as I said, we did our notification system, immediately notifying all of the surrounding police departments, doing an Amber Alert, and getting all of our volunteers and everybody involved, and starting to do a local coordinated search to try to find the vehicle. The canvass that we did it at that time occurred in vehicle and on foot. We immediately established a command post, and about an hour ago, we got a call from the Skokie Police Department. And again, that they had gotten a call from an alert citizen who had saw the information that was provided about the wanted vehicle, saw it parked in the alley near Oakton and Laramie in Skokie. The Skokie police immediately responded, and at that time found the vehicle and recovered Drake from the vehicle. So at this time, it's now an ongoing investigation with the Skokie Police Department. We'll continue to investigate this. I would encourage you to continue to put the information. It was an alert citizen who actually saw the vehicle and called us. Anybody else that was in the area that saw anything regarding this, or has anybody any information about the description that I provided you, to please call the Park Ridge Police Department or the Skokie Police Department with any information that you have. Again, a simple message to the offender right now is that I would suggest that the person turn himself in to either the Park Ridge or Skokie Police Department, because we will find him. We will find him. So I will entertain a few questions for you. Again, it's going to be an ongoing investigation. We're grateful that the child is recovered, safe, and is with his mom as we speak.
Chief, the way this whole thing unfolded, sort of a testament to the success of the Amber Alert program. We all get these alerts on our smartphones now. How big of a factor was that?
It's huge. It's just huge. The system is a great system, and I agree with you. It is an affirmation of a system that works, And you can see that once you alert everyone, alerting you guys are great getting the information out. We're actually to have a success and a great ending to this story. Well, the real ending is when we catch the bad guy, and we will catch that person.
Chief, can you clarify on that?
Do you know whether this alert citizen saw it on their smartphone, saw it on the news, heard it on the radio? How?
I don't know. He was aware of the Amber Alert. I'm not sure whether it was from the news or from the cell phone or not. We didn't have that information, sorry.
And he called 911?
We did call 911, and it was parked in an alley where a vehicle is not usually parked, and called the Skokie Police Department. They immediately responded. They immediately validated the information that they had. They contacted us, and then we began the process of reuniting the child with the mom.
Can you talk about where exactly the car was found?
It's in the area of Oakton and Laramie. That's what information I have right now. It's an active crime scene. We've got a lot of our units out there. We have Skokie, we've got the county, following up on any of the leads that we need to find the offenders.
Was the car running with the keys in it at the time?
At the time it was found, as I recall, I think it was probably shut off. It was parked in the alley.
And do you know the circumstance of the person, just out walking around, or lived there, saw him, through the back window?
Actually, the person did live there, yeah. Was out to go to his garage and noticed this car in the alley and said, this car's not here. And I heard about the Amber Alert, put two and two together, and then called the police. Did the right thing. I mean, the processes in this really work to show that the system, what it's designed for, really helps us out.
Was the child asleep
Get your
at
question.
Condition of the child, and has the child said anything about just the 2 hours?
We haven't had a chance to talk to the child. The important thing was to get mom and the child reconnected. Immediately when we found out, we put them in touch with each other with cell phones. They began talking with each other, and from what I heard from the officers, they started talking about what's for dinner tonight, which movies we're going to watch, and the child seemed to be in good spirits, so that's good news.
Was the child asleep at the time when the police showed up? Was the child asleep? Was he crying? Was he up?
As I understand it, the child was in good spirits, and the officers went to the officers, and then was able to talk to his mom immediately. Immediately made cell phone contact to reassure him that mom's coming.
Chief, any indication that there's any kind of relationship here with the abductor, or did this guy just find a random car to hop in?
We don't know a lot of that yet. I think that the important thing is that mom and the child are reunited. We'll spend some time talking with the mom about what happened before the situation occurred. We've got that description now, but you can appreciate what the poor mom's going through. Any of you who have little kids, you know how traumatic an experience that is. So we'll let them get settled, then we'll conduct, like I said, we're conducting a thorough investigation. Hopefully we'll get a few more tips and clues. Hopefully somebody else would have saw some things. Hoping somebody in the area might have seen this guy. But as I said, I'm very confident that we'll find out who this is. And so the best course for them is to turn themselves in now.
Is it too early to say, or do you know if there's any truth to rumors from some people in the city who said that he may have been running from police at the time, or did he just seem to be lurking around?
All we know that I can definitely say the individuals in the area, and that when the mom left the car, she didn't see anybody. When she came back, she saw this person by the car and then get in.
And the person showed up on foot? Or was
On foot,
there?
as far as we know now, it was on foot, correct?
And the child back to the car. When the alert citizen got to the car, was the child alone?
Yes. Yes. There was nobody else in the car. There was the car and the child were parked in the alley.
Awake and alert?
Yeah, as far as I know, yeah.
There any evidence in the vehicle?
Well, we're processing that now. I don't know that I can comment on that. But we have our staff over there with Skokie, the evidence technicians are going through it and seeing what kind of evidence we can find.
So mom's going back for another delivery from her car and sees this guy get in.
Right.
Did he make any eye contact with her or anything?
He was in the process, and she tried, as I understand, tried to actually get to the car and pound on it to try to prevent him, try to stop him from going, but he took off.
Any words exchanged?
There's no indication that there's a relationship between the mother and this man?
Not that we know of, no.
Was the kid in the back seat or in the front seat?
Yeah, in the back, by law, in a child restraint device, perfectly seated and proper device.
Any words exchanged between mom and the abductor?
mom's, yeah, saying, the only words is mom screaming, yelling, don't, those kinds of words are changed, nothing, I would say, kind of, type of conversation.
Nothing from him.
Did the alert citizen have a conversation with the child, and if so?
No, actually, right there, just tried to maintain the scene, call 911, Skokie was there within seconds.
Clearly, though, this individual took the vehicle and knew the kid was in the car.
Well, we don't know that, because the child was sitting in the back seat. We don't know what was in the offender's mind at the time. So you could have possibly gotten in the car and not noticed that anybody was in there, and then suddenly notice that the child was there.
If arrested, will this individual be charged with kidnapping or carjacking?
Well, look at the facts. I mean, we're going to, when we catch this person, we're going to certainly get every charge that we can against them. So, one more question, then we'll probably give you an update, as we go through this. As I said, it's an ongoing investigation. We'll keep you abreast of what's going on, and hopefully next time we meet, we'll have some charges and know who the offender is, and maybe have a little more information about the story.
Where were mom and son reunited?
They're reunited at the Skokie Police Department.
What possible charges?
You've got kidnapping, you've got auto theft. I mean, those are two probably the most serious of offenses, kidnapping.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
coming out and giving all your help.
Thank you for all your help, really appreciate it.
Tell us that you said reunited at Skokie.
I'm sorry.
Reunited at Skokie.